You are watching my favorite YouTube channel. The hatred that this TV series has elicited. Ironheart. I'm going to notice it. May 30th, they come out with this big, TV promotion.
2, 1.
Cool, right? She flies. She fails. She's not a Mary Sue. You got all this suit up stuff. You got all these pictures that are comic book related. And then what do we see on the right? Dislike button, dislike button, dislike button 2. Damn it, Marvel, give us Moon Knight instead. I hate you 3000. You know, I love you 3000, the Iron Man thing. So they feel like he's being replaced. I'm not going to watch it button. The bring back Tony button. They feel threatened that this is a replacement character. What, you replaced Captain America, huh? You just replaced the Black Panther with somebody else who's not a Black Panther. There's so many people angry at this. I know misogyny plays a part into it as well as racism, but there's so much people who are not for it. And this was on May 30th. This never stopped. If I skip forward to Ironheart, here, covering it again.
I'm very excited about Ironheart.
Okay, Ryan.
To see Riri Williams level up. Riri Williams. You in or out?
So are people talking about, hey, I don't like how he just asked Riri Williams, are you in and out? Does that mean that she's going to be a thief? Is that are they talking about the plot, or are they saying dislike button, we don't care? Another flop for Marvel. In Ryan Coogler we trust. There we go. It's almost talking about what Ryan Coogler said. You know, he's the guy who did Sinners, but what are the replies? I bet wait. No. It's not even as if he had creative liberties. He only paid for this. He didn't write it or direct it. That's actually true. That he didn't write it or direct it. Bro, debut. If Ryan Coogler name on it, it'll be good. All right. People hating on Ironheart before it's even released. Even when you're trying to give it credit, you have to reference the hate. Even in videos like this. Okay. She's with the students. Just know, so forced. Notice how the profiles that are hating have like 16 followers. You're either talking about how you hate it and boo boo boo, or you're referencing the hate. Very rarely we're seeing someone say, I like this, or what I see on screen is cool. What an inspiration, because that's what the post is going for. Or in the trailer videos, when you see something like this.
I see you waiting to be acknowledged.
Let me mute it and talk over it. High stakes, high tech, all hard. Meet Riri Williams in Ironheart. Everyone's either saying we dislike it, Tony fans button, iconic after Iron Man, what a joke. Get this trash off my feet. Everyone is either talking about how crappy it is, or well, let me wait for it. Someone's gonna reference it. Someone's gonna reference the hate. Guys, stop writing disrespectful comments, because I cannot like all of them. That's fun. That's creative. Cancel. Stupid disruptive idea post. No one cares about this, ladies. No, you cannot change the world. Just wasting money. No one's gonna watch it. I lost interest in Marvel flop 2025. I'm sold. These comments are full of crybabies. There we go. That's what I mean. That's what I was looking for. It took me a while to get there. You're either talking about how crap it is, or you're talking about the negative comments. No one is going, rarely anyone is going, I like what they just said. No one's saying, I like the budget because the way that car just toppled over means that they care. Like, no one's talking about what they're advertising. The comments section, the racial inequality is the selling point of this Ironheart stuff. I called that earlier. Look at me. Look at smart little me. When you go to the Chillmonger YouTube channel from 1 month ago, I said that there's no trailer. The Ironheart trailer strategy is to delay the trailer. They're going for racial inequality. Literally by doing nothing, they're creating more. They're generating interest and conversation around Ironheart. So when the trailer does come out, relieved people will go, oh, this is it. It's an awful environment for the Ironheart show. 2 years ago created, skipped. Nothing consequential happens where you needed to rewrite. The same way when Doctor Strange and Spider-Man had to switch places. Oh, this is a big deal because we have to do these in order. It's so skippable, inconsequential. She's not relevant to the multiverse and any of the incursions. So there's complaints over here, let's say from the left, so to speak, and then there's complaints from the right also. It's just not satisfying all the way around. The show is a problem. This show and the way that they're marketing it and the conversation around it is a problem. Marvel's in trouble. Marvel's in huge trouble, which they've been in, and I can't pretend like it's just like this week that I'm noticing this stuff. These things are in production for 3 years. We could kind of foresee that they're making a movie called Thunderbolts. What? That they've not been doing any Avengers movies for 6 years. That was the plan. To not use any of the X-Men for 6 years. That was the plan. We kind of, see that. And I can also put on my foresight, that thing you do where you look about the future. When you look into it, you can see that there's a Spider-Man movie coming next year and an Avengers movie. Then there's going to be another Avengers movie in 2027. You know that they're going to plan X-Men that's coming up. They're going to be fine. People did pay for Deadpool and Wolverine. It grossed over $1 billion. Marvel will be fine. They just won't be selecting some of their lesser characters. We know that the TV shows don't matter anymore. They know that. They would have never greenlit Wonder Man if today. They would never do that. But, thing's been in development for 3-4 years now. It's already been filmed last year or more than that. And they're just like, we got to get rid of it. We got to post it, right? We got to upload this stuff. This is crap. We're in a tough time of Marvel right now. We got to watch this. And then I got to consume the hateful stuff from the Ironheart fans or non-fans. And it's just like, here we go, bro. Here we go. It's going to be a rough little outing. And that's where we are, bro. They deserve this. It's so hard being a fan of this superhero genre right now. I hope that DC can get it together, but there's no guarantees with that. And even then, Superman, we got a Supergirl movie. When does the Static Shock come out? When does the Icon movie happen? If it happens. No matter how high he is with Green Lantern John Stewart, the Hal Jordan character is much older, so the primary Green Lantern of James Gunn's DCU is John Stewart. Does that continue after James Gunn retires and they start a new films universe and a new TV show and a new Teen Titans and a new everything? Will John Stewart still be the primary guy? The answer is no, everybody. So, what can I be excited about? Ianu? I guess we got to be excited about Ianu. It's getting a second season. That's a comic book. There's things that we have that are like in development things are cooking. I think I'm happy that Jordan Peele exists and Ryan Coogler exists for independent projects. And I'm happy that there's something there. But Marvel right now is it's crazy. It's crazy that the Ironheart promotion strategy is we're going to keep posting these things and hope that one of these comments on our Marvel Instagram is going to talk about the actual thing we posted. It's crazy. It's crazy that the conversation of Ironheart is hate. We're not interested in this. Where's Tony Stark? Or other things people say when they're actually racist, but they don't want to be racist. So they'll word it differently. Like, you're not sophisticated in fooling anybody. It's just awful right now. It's awful. There's no rhyme or reason for this. I remember how I used to be, guys. Remember how fun things were to cover this, and they used to take care of us, and we used to have 3 movies a year. Some of that is writer strikes, lockdown. Some of that is due to that, but I just feel like the planning overall is just garbage, bro. I hope that we can get that Hulk movie and the Universal rights stuff has been solved. I could have sworn I seen reports of it 3-4 years ago saying that the Universal rights has been resolved, but that's not the case, I guess. Or maybe it is the case, and then it's just incompetence from Kevin Feige, or maybe because Mark Ruffalo supports these people, they probably don't want to give him a movie. I don't know. You don't know what's going on. Speaking of these people, that's depressing too. Every time I turn on my feed and I'm looking at, here's some more starvation. What's going to happen now with America? Are they going to get involved? Will there be a false flag attack from the Iranians? Or you know what I mean, from the Iranians. This is a tough time right now. Every time I look on my feed, and it's not much things that I can come on here and be enthusiastic about. You know what though? Ballerina John Wick, that's the next time you're going to see me. I'll actually be pleased. You'll actually hear me say some nice things. Next time I hit record on this, I'm going to ensure that I'm talking about that, because this Ironheart stuff is terrible. And this video right now has sort of shifted from I'm talking about Ironheart, and now we're just talking about talk. I rambled, but I'll say this. It's difficult to create content, not just uplifting, just be creative. When the landscape, the fandom of the things that I enjoy is in the state that it's in right now, it's tough. I hope things get better, and I can see that things will get better. I know Star Wars has an Ahsoka show, not an Andor show. I know Star Wars can step it back up. I know that there's a movie coming out for them. DC side, maybe things after this movie's success will keep rolling and we'll get a very positive, or at least lots of content that's must watch, not creature commandos. And then Marvel, if they can return to form. So in the future, we're looking good, right? In the present, it's just the chickens come home to roost. So I'll leave you with that. Ironheart, Echo, Agatha all along. Been 2 straight weeks, 3 weeks of content, reading comments, and everyone's talking about how they hate Ironheart, and I'm like, yeah, this just, you either hate it or you're talking about the people who hate it, and you're not talking about the show itself. Racial inequality was the angle that they've been taking from time since they delayed that trailer. That's the marketing strategy. Don't care. I just don't care. Ironheart was not on one of those chairs for Doomsday. It was Chris Hemsworth and it was Pedro Pascal and Anthony Mackie and Robert Downey Jr. Like, that's the star of this movie. If this character is really relevant, which he's not, we know that the TV shows are not going to be featuring those big major movie stars anymore, that they're not going to be consequential anymore. We know that's the angle Marvel's taking. We knew that because they delayed it by 2 years. So tough times right now for the Marvel fandom. Tough times for a chillmonger. But don't worry, bro. We got things to look forward to. Like, they're recasting T'Challa. Yep. Damson Idris is playing T'Challa, guys. I guarantee it. No, I don't. I don't guarantee it. I don't guarantee it. Trending day on July 1st. Hey, for a detailed rundown of the Ironheart character from me back when I cared because I thought Marvel cared, that's the one on the top. And for the bottom is when Marvel stopped caring and so did I.